This is Saxon 5, Lesson 26, Division Algorithm. So I'm going to do this lesson. If you ever need a little bit more in depth, or if you just want another reminder, maybe a slightly different way, look into the math methods playlist. And I do have divisions level 1 and 2 and 3 in there that will show bits of this as well as going into the division before this. You can kind of see it all in one. So when you're doing division algorithm, what you're looking at is you're looking at long division, and you have steps when you're doing long division. You do divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, this is the division algorithm because that's what an algorithm is. An algorithm tells you the steps that you need to take to solve something. So our algorithm is divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, it's the same pattern that you will repeat over and over and over and over again. So let's divide 852 by 3. So divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Your division chart will work, or multiplication chart, sorry, will work very well for this. So 3 into 8. This is the divide. How many times can I put 3 into 8? Okay, now if I needed to do this as workout, I could take 8 fingers and see how many 3s I can make. Well, this is 3 over here, that's 1. This is 3 here, that's 2, and I'm left with 2. Okay, which means I can't do another one, which means I can only do 2 3s into 8. So 2 3s into 8. Multiply, 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract, 8 take away 6 is 2. Bring down. Okay, now you do it again. 3 goes into 25. How many times? Now this is where your multiplication chart goes in. Go along the 3s and go along in the columns until you hit at or below 25. If you go over 25, it's too much. You can't do it anymore. Okay. In this case, we can go to 24, which is 3 times 8. So 3 goes into 25 8 times because 3 times 8 is 24. There is my division. There's my multiplication. Now I'm doing subtraction. Subtract equals 1. Bring down. 3 goes into 12. How many times? 3 goes into 12 4 times. Okay. Multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract. There is nothing else to bring down, so I am done. Okay. My answer is 284. Again, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. How many times does it go into it? What is the divisor times that number? Subtract, bring down. Okay, and then do it all over again. Let's do one more together, and then we will move on. So 5n equals 365. Okay, when you have a letter beside a number like this, you are multiplying. Okay, that's what that says. It says multiplication. So this is a missing number problem. Okay, you have 5 times n equals 365. When we have ones like this, you are doing the opposite. Okay, or the inverse. The inverse of multiplication is division. Use our division algorithm. We're going to take 365 and we're going to divide that by 5. Okay, so let's do our division. How many times does 5 go into 3? 5 does not go into 3. If I have 3 fingers, I cannot take 5 fingers out of that. There is not enough fingers. Okay, which means this is 0. Now, I like putting a 0 there because, again, it shows me that I've used the 5. Okay, or used that 3. If you would also like to, and this is your choice, you can then go farther saying you've used the 5 and say, well, 5 went into 3 0 times. I did my subtraction and I got 0. And now I am bringing down the 6. You can go through this step, or you can just know that instead of going into 3, because I couldn't go into 3, I am now going into 36. Okay, 5 goes into 36. This is my division. 5 goes into 36. How many times? Using your multiplication chart, you can see that 5 goes into 36 7 times, which is 35. 5 times 7, multiplication is 35. Subtract 36, take away 35 is 1. Bring down the 5. Do it all over again. 5 goes into 15 how many times? 5 goes into 15 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract, bring, and 0. Nothing else to bring down. So your answer is 73. And again, you could put the 0 here. You could not put this 0 here. I put it there to start with just so that I can visually see I have used that 3 and it was 0 and I am now looking at 36. But your answer at the end is 73. Again, if you want a little bit more of a in-depth version of this lesson, go look at Math Methods, and I have multiple videos on division. This is lesson 26, Saxon 5, division algorithm.